Hello, it's me again, and I'm back with another round of a more in-depth look at my Tamiya collections. This time we've got the Monster Beetle Black on the Blackfoot chassis, the Monster Beetle Trail on the GF01RT chassis, and the Scorcher on the SRB or Special Racing chassis. So, without further ado, let's get into have a look, see what, if anything, I've done to these three beauties. Starting with the Monster Beetle Black, it's roughly stock, other than obviously ball bearings. I know I keep going on, but Tamiya don't supply ball bearings with many kits. I've also, if you can just see there, made a clear plastic cover for the pinion and spur gears so I can quickly have a gander at them. And then what I've also done is, although it doesn't look it that much, is I've done quite a bit of work and shimmed out all of these where there's kingpins and things. I've shimmed them out as best as I can, and I think it feels a lot better than it was. Maybe more work needs doing on it at some point in the future, because I think I need to take some of the shims out and put thinner ones in, but we will see. So that's it. We've got a torque tuned motor in here, which last time I drove it, unfortunately for me, seemed to make it undrivable. So there we go. I think we've got the TBLEO2 in there, but yes, without taking that off, that's covered off. I don't really know, so we'll leave that and carry on to the Monster Beetle Trail, which is a tiny wee little thing, but unlike the Monster Beetle, it is four-wheel drive. And if you just bear with me, now then, the Monster Beetle Trail that I've just been showing you, the reason it's called a trail is because it's got reduction gears on the axles. And I know you're going to ask me what the reduction is, but I can't tell you because I can't remember. But there we go. And yet another one with a TBLEO4, and surprisingly, considering it's supposed to be a trail, it came with the torque tuned motor. So this is completely stock once again, other than ball bearings. I can't remember, I don't think it came with ball bearings, so I've added them if they didn't. And that's the Monster Beetle Trail. And now we come to one of my other all-time favourite chassis, the Scorcher on the SRB chassis, is it? Special Racing Buggy. Two-wheel drive, and a lot of it is metal. Even the motor housing and differential gearbox, whatever you want to call it, is all cast aluminium. We've got a roll cage that's aluminium. We've got lower swinging arms and drive shafts and shock absorbers that are mostly metal. And I can't remember if that's the correct way up or if I've turned them upside down because they were leaking. But hey, they fit and work. And then we come to the front end, and I mean, look at that. For a bit of turned aluminium, just a body post. And then this contraption here, which is yeah, stuff. I'm getting, I think I'm going senile. I just can't remember the words now for what that is. But hey, so somebody will probably tell me, because I just can't remember anymore. But it's cool and funky. That's all I care about. And we've got an FRB sheet that's basically the chassis. And inside here, which is supposed to be a dust cover, but oh, there we go. I had a mess about because I don't know what that's doing there. Well, I think that might have gone there somewhere, but hey, who cares? Yeah, so initially when you build this thing, this servo here is supposed to go there, but it's only fixed in with some double-sided tape, so I wasn't happy about that. Plus the servo saver was horrendous, and I can't say it broke, but it fell apart on the first run. So other than this, which is an aluminium bracket I've knocked up to house the servo, which then gives direct linkage to the steering arms. It's completely stock, and I think this one did come with wheel bearings, but again, don't quote me, just in case it didn't. Now the only problem with this is you can't fit the standard NIM 6-cell batteries in, so you have to get one of those humpback ones, and I've got a couple of 3 just to make me last, or make the things last. And I put loads of gaffer tape down for some reason, I can't remember why now, probably just to hold the cables away. And we've got a TBLEO2, and because of the bespoke motor mount, which this clear plastic motor mount is what holds it in place. There's no screws on this side to screw the motor in. It's held in place by this little beast. So I haven't had chance to see if I can get one that you can put a brushless motor in, because I'm wondering if this would be quite good with a brushless motor, but I think at the minute it's still got the silver can. So there we go, my Herbie Rides Again Beetle Sand Scorcher. And I think that brings us to the end of this episode. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and look forward to catching you on the next one. Cheers, bye.